Hello and welcome everybody, I'm Bavarian. This is of course Crusader Kings 3 and we are looking at the world of yesterday with the game of today and the mods of tomorrow. Everything is still absolutely beautiful. Now I want you to know, if you take a look at the collection in the description that includes the best and only the best immersion mods of CK3, then I will tell you that much, that you can run all of those even if it says that the version, for example, is old. I would not include it in the collection. If something actually becomes incompatible, I will kick it out of the collection but put it on a bit of a watch list of my own, you know, and just take a look at it every now and again if it is fixed or not. For example, I kicked out enhanced zoom, a mod that I very much like, but you know, that sadly makes it so that at roughly this zoom level right here, everything becomes very oddly bright. Now I kicked it out, maybe long term I can put it back in. I would love it because I love zooming in much further than this. But with that being said, I added a different mod that a user by the name Hendrixie, thank you Hendrixie, recommended in the comment section. I checked it out. What an absolutely outstanding mod. So you will remember, if you listened to this channel before the game released, that I, you know, kind of pitched the idea. Obviously not an original idea, it is literally just taken from real life, but what I mean is I was spitballing with the idea of having a last will, a testament that makes it so that, for example, for a prestige or fame cost, you can go and then go ahead and say, these provinces will be the provinces of my firstborn, these provinces of my secondborn, and so on and so forth, while still respecting the actual succession law, so Confederate partition, for example. This has been done in a way. I mean, you know, there are other things that could be done. There are other things that most certainly could be implemented in that sense. I can showcase that, I believe, if I unpause. This will become the core title selection. Oh, you can already see here, you actually have the core leaf is a core title, which is no owned to Euro descendant core titles. Every core title is either a core leaf or a core branch, but not both. Core leaves can counter a core leaf limit or have a core leaf impact. I gotta tell you, difficult to explain here, but this modder is absolutely insane because the modder added a huge amount of concept explanations so that even in game you can just take a look at this and find out how it works. Now there seem to be some peculiarities with this, but so far I absolutely love that. Essentially, to explain it a bit better, and we won't really have to do that because we just don't hold that much land personally, but if I select any title that I hold that is county or above, I can mark it as my core, and if I mark it as my core, that is what preferably goes to my actual firstborn heir or whoever my son is, meaning, you know, for example, currently the Duchy of Bar would go to my secondborn, who is Werner, named after myself. If I said I, create the Duchy of Bar and then I say this is a core piece of my realm, my second-born son will get a different title, meaning I can influence how exactly my realm gets split up and what exactly my firstborn gets. I really love that. It is so good. It's in the collection, of course. Again, if you are a modder, if your mod is not in the collection, do not fear. I am keeping track of so many mods. I think about 20 mods that I essentially am checking every now and again. I'm just checking their compatibility with the version and with the other mods that we have going. And I gotta tell you, there is definitely still a lot of stuff coming, but first and foremost, you know what, let's go back to that other Pearl circlet. Man, you know what I also really love? Look at this stuff. Look at this crown. It is so good. Oh, I could look at this for ages. I'm serious. It's just so solid. I think what we're going to pick up is the Slavic circlet. It is very reminiscent of the normal, of course, where the hell is it? There it is, the circlet, but we're going to pick up the Slavic circlet. Of course, we are not Slavic, but I do think it looks quite cute. Now, that being said, what is the plan for today? Let me see. Can I sell anybody? Do I have anybody in prison? Yep, but can't sell. Yeah, that's okay. So, I would like to form Switzerland. And to form Switzerland, I must control the region that is called Old Switzerland. You can see it right here. This means Neuenburg, this means Zurich, this means St. Gallen, and Grigioni, if that is how you pronounce it. Now, here's the thing. I don't know how to do this. I gotta tell you straight up, this isn't going to be easy. I have a very easy war here that I could wage against Herzog Helferich, and that would be for König Sophia's claim on the title, but I don't think that is going to be successful on my end. I could theoretically justify against his duchy and take the entirety of that duchy, but it would take years and it would be luck-based. How good is our... Oh, he's a 16. I don't know. If I justify a claim against Schwaben... That would be amazing. It would give me all of this territory. That would be absolutely amazing. Yeah, okay, you know what? This is a gamble. But we are depressed. We are 50 years old, and I'll be honest with you, usually that means that we will not live for that much longer. So what I shall do is, I'm gonna gamble. I'm going to say, I'm gonna spend 3 years just hoping to get the claim directly on Württemberg. So on Oh, and it's actually sped up because we do border it. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. I love it, just for the record, but that is actually beautiful. Coming in from the north. I didn't even notice that. So here's the deal. We're going to get a claim on the duchy, if I may, and then with that claim, I would love to go ahead and actually take the entirety. I mean, look at that. We would be a true power. Alright, let's see what we can do. I don't know whether we can do it, but I will surely do my best. And it is also interesting to note that England still at war here. They just won a war against the Welsh, and now we have a minus 86% against King Magnus II Haraldsson. Oh, Harald is dead. He died due to his wounds. Well, and there you go. And our liege, Kaiser Heinrich IV, the spineless atheist, is at war. That is quite powerful. We're going to see how that is going to go, but honestly, I don't know. If he can't defeat that with, you know, even if you have just 50% of the rebellion's troops, you should be fine. We'll see how it goes ultimately. Oh my, and you know what I just noticed? France is at war with our liege as well. It is for Farbenthal, which is this county right here, and I'll be honest with you. Yeah, they should take it. It's not my land. It is most certainly the land of a fellow that hates me because I did take his titles, and if he were to become weaker, I would be, I mean, be my guest. Listen, I'm not going to go against that. Absolutely. Market day with my child. On a beautiful sunny day, I head to the market with my child Werner. At our first stop, furriers are lamenting how sumptuary laws, which forbid fur-trimmed outfits except for the nobility, are depressing demand for their wares. As they see us approach, they interrupt their argument. Not pleasantly, and ignore the matter. I am lazy. Or, he could become impatient or better at student. You know what, I don't know. Worship with my child. Before heading home, my child Werner and I stop at the church on the main square. The building is very peaceful. A faint hymn from a handful of faithful seems attuned to the dust motes sparkling in the setting sun. That is nice alliteration, my friend. You know, whenever I see alliterations, I'm a big fan. I am content, so appreciate the serene beauty of the moment. Or, he might pick up zealous. I mean, you know what? Children always become a bit different from their parents. Let's be real. None of us are really like our parents, but all of us might be slightly like them in, you know, certain aspects of it. And I'm saying, you know, yeah, thank God. It's a great thing. Of course, you know, I am content, but it's not opposite to being content to say thank God. So if that makes him think that I actually believe that God does all of that, then, you know, you have that overdrive that children can go into. It didn't work, but, you know, I think that was a legit attempt there. Otto comes of age. With his coming of age, my tuition of Otto is at an end. He has very mediocre stats, but look at that. With sufficient tutelage, even a child that has displayed little natural inclination towards warfare such as Otto can come to truly understand it. It is impressive to see such skill in someone so young. He displays a level of insight that's rare even among veteran commanders. They grow up fast. Flexible leader is great. I definitely like that. And he is now married to the Lady of Bavaria. I think it's his, oh well, second-born daughter, yeah. Fair enough. Und he's at war with Holland, huh? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Now I need to... Oh, I hate this. I don't know whether we can do Switzerland. I might become quite powerful here for the Habsburg dynasty, but Grigioni being under Lombardy and they are allied with Bayern, I don't know. Well, Lombardy, I guess, but that's gonna be a rough one. I have to tell you. Alright, so we did not get lucky. What I would like to do, if I may, and I may, give me back my taxes, my friend. I am going to keep him there. I'm not going to buy this. We're going to try to get that claim. If we get that claim, we could become massive. Absolutely massive. So you know what? Let's keep pushing. Thanks for the 100 bucks. I appreciate it. Oh, look at that. It is going to be a more roleplay-oriented episode, it seems. Interrupting knock at the door. My neck and shoulders are aching, and I'm only halfway through the pile of tedious petitions I must review today. Suddenly, there's a knock at my study door. Very well, come in. An afternoon visit. It is Werner. My son bursts into my study, knocking over a stool and barely missing the inkwell. I strapped an old cookpot on my straw war horse and finished painting my own helmet. Come see how fierce we look. That's nice. Why don't you get married? Stop annoying me, just become married. Interesting, but she is very, very old. It is, of course, House Wessex. I like that, but I think she might just be right about the only person that still is around, yeah. I don't think that's a good match. You know what? I might give up looking for a match for you for the moment. Ooh. I mean, that is a duchy, but, like, is it all that great? Which one is this one? Holland? 45. You know what, Werner? Listen, you can remarry. You know, hey, kid, I need that alliance, though. I like that alliance. Ah, look at that. You know, unlucky, of course, sometimes it happens. The localization might not work perfectly. But this, as you can see, comes from Lulo's Events. I believe that is the name of the mod. A very good mod, as you can see. I guess that I say no. I need to work. Damn, kid. Sorry to tell you. Romans. Declaration of Love. So I have a courtier here. She is quick. I mean, I'm not lustful. And I believe that I have a highly positive relationship with my wife. How did this happen? We survived a night at some ancient ruins together. Gallant chivalry focus. I mean, that does make sense. Would I fall for Kunigunde? She is a mastermind philosopher, highly intelligent, highly impressive. Step aside to let her pass, but to my great surprise, she blocks my path and kneels before me. Before I have time to properly process this turn of events, Kunigunde begins to sing. I quickly recognize the tune. It is a famous Alemannish love ballad. I have heard it performed countless times, but never with such skill and passion. The intense emotions of the song are mirrored in Kunigunde's gaze, which is set on me. She does not look away for a single heartbeat. You know what? Maybe this is just what our dear Werner needed. You flatter me, lady. You do. Proof of devotion. Lord Werner, my gallant stallion. I mean, that's a bit lewd. My courtier Kunigunde is kneeling in the dust before me, right hand above her heart. My only desire is to bring you honor and happiness. Pray tell, how can I prove my love for you? Slay a wolf? Oh yeah, give me a pet cat or pet dog, please. I thought long and hard, my sunshine, Kunigunde says as she gently places the basket onto my desk. What would the perfect companion for such a loyal, energetic and sociable creature as yourself? And then it hit me. Nothing would fit you better than a dog. Kunigunde removes the blanket covering the basket, revealing a little puppy. It jumps at me, stumbling over the edge of the basket in sheer excitement. Ah, I will take such good care of you. Absolutely, thank you. May I... Ah, and the dog. As I pet the dog on the head, she happily wags her tail. What name would suit her? Something historical, something alluding to a brown fur. It is an important decision, and as the dog rolls over to let me pet her stomach, I find myself distracted for a while. But wait, I know, I will name her. You know what, let's name her Nosewise. I really like that name. And I would love to pet Nosewise. Thank you. As I stroke Nosewise's brown fur, I can feel my worries dissipating. To have someone's unwavering loyalty and to know they will always stay by my side. If only the people around me were more like you, Nosewise. We sit together for many minutes, her tail wagging and my shoulders relaxing, until I'm ready to face the world again. We shall see whether this can actually help Herzog Werner, you know, overcome the darkness inside. If it doesn't, I mean, you know, it is a tough job, of course. It is a tough thing to do. And now let's take a look. Are we lucky? We are lucky! Oh my god. I will gladly pay this money. Will I be able to pull this off? I'll be real with you. I don't know. He's allied to Canton. That's a rough one. You appear to be at war. We can deal with that in time. Most of my land is under siege by the French. There's no internal rebellion, which is great news. We are allied, so Bayern would come to our aid. Canton would not. Holland would come to our aid. It is actually interesting, by the way. Canton, the father of the Duke right here that is currently ruling Schwaben, that father is actually just, you know, an in-between sort of stage. So the father would be inheriting Canton, and then when the father were to pass, all of this would be unified. Canton, then you have Verona down here, and of course Schwaben, all of it unified. I cannot let that happen, and I assume that Bavaria feels exactly the same way. Now, if only I could get yet another strong alliance, and this is... honestly, pretty mediocre alliance, you know? I looked at that and then I said to myself, no, that's not actually that great. What about you? Will not accept? You have too many existing alliances. Of course I do. Oh, I will make the Habsburgs the strongest part of this entire realm. I swear to God, nothing will stand between me and power. Okay, so we have too many alliances for being a duke. If I could cancel an alliance, I would most certainly do it. This one would be very nice. That's... oh. Well... sorry about that, buddy. Yeah, I will gladly spend that. He will not aid me. There's no chance in hell that he would aid me. And so, I should now be in a position where I can have a claim, or rather an alliance, I want to say. Give me this alliance. Oh, this is the dream. Together with House Billung, House Habsburg will rise, and House Habsburg will destroy whoever stands in our way. Now, the way I see this, you have 1.1k troops. You're gonna get Breisgau's help. You have Canton. It's gonna be a tough one just because I don't have all that much prestige. Why don't we go ahead and simply call a hunt? Yeah, let's spend some money on calling a hunt, and then let's do this. Hunt the hare. My vassal Graf Hermann is the first to see it. The fighty hare is hard to distinguish from its surroundings, but it is observing us through the undergrowth. I lock eyes with the animal, and it is almost as if it can sense my intention, for it suddenly takes off. We ride. You know what? No. Sometimes you gotta ride. That's just how it is. I'm following a heir. It can't be that difficult, right? We follow the hare on its flight through a ravine, and suddenly Graf Hermann's horse loses its footings and sends him to the ground, screaming. It is nothing fatal, but the Graf is twisting in pain. How do I feel about you? I don't really like you, and you don't really like me. Let's be honest here. You know what? I am callous. Yeah, you know what? No. We press on. Hunt the hare. I know that it is a killing shot before the arrow even finds its target. As the hare stumbles and falls, we drown out its wails with shouts of victory. A good kill. A good kill indeed, and there we go, we have returned. The hunt has ended, and with this prestige, I think we're going to war. Herzog Magnus, do not disappoint me. I don't trust the Saxons, okay? But if I can make this happen, if today is the day that we can rise up, right here, right at home. How strong is Holland, by the way? I did not actually... Oh yeah, okay, I don't care. I think he just got wiped. I actually do believe that he just lost all of his troops. Now what I will do is, I will spawn in my troops, I will gather my troops, I should say, right over here. And then we're going to go ahead and hope that everybody comes to aid. Now I will be leading this myself. I'm not amazing, but this is a question of honor. And I might be a lazy fella, but I am also honorable. Of course you shall join me, thank you very much. Now only Bavarian needs to join, and there they are. Now it's war. And here we go. I am going in first into this battle. It will be dramatic, it will be difficult, because if I'm not mistaken, yeah, look at that, they actually have heavy infantry, 300 of them, and I have nothing. What I am hoping for, what I am waiting for, however, is of course my ally. The army of Engern will arrive in time, and there they come. Yep, okay, you know what? No, we got this. I am absolutely positive that we are going to smite you, and your beard is very strong. You know, that beard is too large for you, my friend. My injured vassal. My vassal, Graf Siegfried, has been wounded. Well, that sucks. For you. Not for me. I actually really don't care. What? Oh, nobody told me about this, but apparently I have become a vassal of Lothringen. Kuning Gottfried of Lothringen, of the House Wigeriche or Wigeriche, has unified this territory, and he is giving me Trier. I mean, thank you, but also, I am not bowing. I am not kneeling to any king. Let's see what we can do about that, eh? And there you go. My plan has worked. I have imprisoned the Duke of Schwaben. And this is, of course, actually what opens the gateway towards actually getting this done. We might yet become the king of the Swiss Confederation. The war is over, you have lost, and everybody has joined me. Would you look at that? Now, the big question here for me is, yeah, see, I can't see the map the way I would like to see them anymore. I don't really care about Lothringen. Listen, I'm a vassal of it. I don't care. That's okay. What we need is this county. I don't need to conquer this one. We can just make the duchy here and it will be transferred to me. But I need this county, then I can make another duchy and St. Gallen will be transferred to me. I did not think this when I started this episode, but it might yet be possible. Let's try to do our best, shall we? Okay. We are 53 years old. Only 3 years have passed, but we have taken over all of Swabia. All of Schwaben is now ours. Where do I go from here? Quite frankly, I think Lombardia is actually the only way. I do not think that anything else is feasible. Grigioni must be ours, no matter the cost. So let's make this happen. We lost this province, of course. Vaucouleurs has been lost. I believe Farbenburg. I already forgot the German names. So like, don't worry about it. But we lost this one. Well, I mean, I didn't. This guy lost it, and he hates me. So what will he do about it, right? But we're going to see where this ends up in. I really hope that I can actually pull this off. That would be amazing. What just happened? The King of Lothringen just granted me Niederlothringen? I mean, the Habsburg dynasty is set for ages, I can tell you that much, even if I do not form Switzerland, but I would love to, so thanks. We have too many counties in this realm. This is unacceptable. I can't believe this. Everything was going so well, and now I have died. Herzog Otto has taken over, and it seems to me... Wait, what did you get? Oh, you got... what? Oh, that's not right. Alright, you know what? We are making the Habsburgs proud, I think. Oh my god, that is awful. That is just, it's classic Holy Roman Empire nonsense, I suppose. Good luck to you, Herzog Otto II of Oberlothringen, and may you succeed in, I mean, honestly, you can still go and do this. I don't think the AI will focus on it. Maybe we will come back to the Habsburgs at a later date. For the moment, we are at the end in the Holy Roman Empire, and we shall move. Let me know where we should move to in the comments. This is the end of this episode. I see a very interesting Georgia right here, still holding its ground and having amazing numbers. I really like the idea of playing in Coptic, Nubia or Abyssinia, and I also really like the idea of playing in Sub-Saharan Africa. Beyond that, I think the British Isles are currently the most interesting the most interesting area in Europe itself. Maybe excluding the Baltics. I would also be open for the Baltics. We could try to do something, if not a proper reformation. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you then. Thank you all so much for tuning in, of course. I want to thank in particular, of course, the members of the channel, the barons, the counts, and the dukes that are supporting the channel and its content directly. Thank you so much. If you also want to do that, then check out the join button right underneath the video. With that being said, I will see you later. Alligator.